G'day everyone, Jackie, the nerdy crafter, has sent me the Figure It Out box. And let's just say ever since she sent it to me, it's been haunting me.
We put out a Patreon post.
Yeah,
and it was really good to see the feedback.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. What have you been up to?
Sorry, what were you saying? Beckoning me to open it. So this video is not sponsored, but Jackie is a friend and she's made awesome products in the past that we've used on this channel. And I have no idea what to expect from this, but I guess you could say we'll figure it out. Let's have a look. Figure it out. Barricading. Barricading! Like a barricade. I like bear puns. Barricading myself for me time. I got a letter! Jazza, are you ready for some chaotic fun? I'm so excited to share my newest crafty artsy kit with you. This is definitely a beginner-friendly kit. You can customize the bears or canvases as simple or extravagant as you want. Thank you so much for being one of my biggest supporters and friends throughout the 6 years. You mean so much to me and our communities. Lots of love, Jackie. You're so sweet. I've done some acrylic pouring before. And this is one of the pieces I've done in the past. So this is one I did with acrylic pours and with like a hairdryer to create this sort of effect. I'm certainly a beginner, so I'm happy to be working with a beginner-friendly medium. So we've got materials for acrylic pouring. Obstacle sticks, gloves, stickers. I am not going to be using these. I apologize, Jackie. I have a sticker phobia. Small stickers in particular. Don't like them. Never did. Sorry. Just they don't come off. They go gross. I have nightmares of like eating an apple sticker that I didn't take off the apple. Oh my God. Am I alone in this? Please, someone in the comments let me know I'm not alone. What is your stupid phobia? I love silicone pouring stuff. We got a multi-color silicone box thing. Oh, we got 2 of them. Always happy to have new silicone cups. A pack of little canvases, which is fun because we can do a bunch of dabbling before we dive on 6 bear figures. I'm sure, like me, you've seen those TikToks or Instagram videos of like the bears being poured onto. Oh my God, they're like keychains. It's like we get a practice run in and make a bunch of keychains. What else do we got? We got some brushes. We got a sanding stick for any custom sculpting work we do. Oh my God, thank goodness. We have like a stand. How does one use this stand? Keychainies for the little berries so we can make proper little keychains out of them. We've got a whole bunch of ready to pour acrylic paint. I have only done acrylic pouring making my own with like acrylic mixers, so it's nice to have something just ready to go out the box. A bit of a spatula. I thought this was tissue. Super lightweight modeling clay. That is very lightweight. We've got a knife, again for sculpting, and we've got a protective plastic backing mat with little bears. We're gonna get messy, but we're still getting looked after. Let's organize our space, shall we? Look at that. I feel like I have my head wrapped around this stuff now. This isn't a stand, it's a rack. It's a drying rack that you clip your bears to so that when they're drying, they can drip dry and they don't build a pool up around their feet and sort of solidify and create a clumping mass. You actually end up with a nice clean bear keychain. Very convenient. I should say. Stop it! We have 6 bears, and you better believe I'm going to do all of them in an unbearably punny way. But before that, I know it's not the most exciting thing in the world to watch me dabble with the canvases, but it's going to give me a chance to sort of wrap my head around the material so I can do my bears with confidence. Let's do 2 at a time. If a triptych is 3, what's the word for a duoptic? Dwiptych?
A diptych.
A diptych? I love it! We're going to make 3 diptychs. Why does it feel dirty? Let's do some diptychs. We've got our primary colors, red, yellow, and blue, a nice aquamarine, and a nice purple, also known as blue violet. Then we have white and black, good for color mixing, but also good for contrast. And then we have a gold metallic, which will be really fun to play with. So let's start off nice and simple. Red, yellow, and blue. I think dividing the yellow and blue with the red feels safest to me. Diptych number 1 with our primaries. I love how Jackie's like, prepare for chaos and provides everything so it's like the neatest acrylic pouring experience I've ever had. Oh man, the way they spread is pretty cool. Just encourage it over the edge there. I'm just gonna pick these up, boop, and cut to the future when they're dry so you can check out these reveals. Wow, that's a nice diptych. The beautiful thing about silicone is it always comes up clean. Diptych number 2. I want to see what this gold looks like. If we go for a regal feel with gold, purple, maybe white to sort of like break it up. This multi-divider thing, very cool, but we've got other cups and we can try and come up with some other methods. Otherwise, all of them will look like that, but just different colors. And there's so much more you can do. So we'll lay our foundation with our gold and purple. Let's shake before pouring. We'll do gold, do purple on all sides. What if we go for an arc? Like this and this. So this is where you can spread with gravity, like I did before, or, all right. Ah! Oh, what have I done? Ah! Just like that. And back to the gravity method. That's actually pretty cool. And then we're just gonna go for a little artistic, whoa, maybe just a little dot right there. Diptych number 2, off to dry, and into the future to the reveals. Oh, that's a nice diptych. I'm sorry, I keep it. That splat that happened before, that was pretty cool, right? So we're gonna work with that. This is why we have these sticks here, because I've got some white in here, so I'm just gonna spread down a base. So this is mainly just to give me a foundation, and I'm gonna go for something a little dramatic, a little visceral, like this. I mean, that's less chaotic than I was expecting. Maybe we just need a little... I was going for like blood. Instead, I'm sort of getting white and red paint vibes, which is probably better. Mix it up a little bit. Finish off with a flourish of yellow. Jackson Pollock II is my name, because we're going to cut to the future and reveal amazing diptych number 3. Okay, now that we've got our bearings, we can move on to our bear key rings. It cannot be denied, the visual of the pouring is very satisfying. Let's lean into that and enjoy the satisfaction of these and make these as cool as we possibly can, because they could be really fun, satisfying little outcomes, but also just the project itself is very fun to do. But like with our dabbles, we're gonna build up. We need to start off with more the bare minimum. What is a bare minimum?
Bare minimum would be do nothing.
Just a bit of white, there you go. Get that really satisfying minimalism feel. So we're not doing nothing here. We're learning how the paint flows, how to control the pour, how to fill the gap, and then how to hang and dry it. But look, it's still a bear. They still need features. Give them a face. Give myself a little palette over here. Give it a little eye, boop, little eye, boop, and a little mouth, boop. Okay, there we go. We've got our bare minimum bear. Lovely little keychain buddy to take with you day to day. Make you feel happy. We'll hang them over here to dry. All right, we've done our bare minimum. I think we can move on. We can include a little bit more. Moving up to the bare necessities. What are the bare necessities? We need a bit of nature. Jungle, something about the jungle. Let's do a f***ing jungle bear. Let's make a little bit more of a primary green. So I'm gonna go blue, yellow. See what this ends up looking like. There you go. A little bit more of like a forest green. To make a brown, you just mix a whole bunch of colors because it always ends up brown. That's my color theory. Scientific fact. There you go, brown. Works every time. But I want another tone of brown. So I'm gonna go a little bit more yellow and a little bit less red and blue. And this time, a little bit of white. And we're going for a little bit more of a golden brown here. I'm basically looking for a two-tone. I reckon I could get a little bit more red and then I'm pretty happy with that. All right, let's do our bare necessities bear. I'm gonna start off with our darker brown as a base over the whole thing. I'm gonna be putting on more paint, which will push it around a bit, so I don't need to worry about it not filling all the gaps yet. And I'm gonna try and create a bit of a wood grain. I'm gonna tip him up and I'm gonna just go up and down like this. I am surprised as to how this almost is like I know what I'm doing. So I want this to be a garnish. Just paint on my nature. It feels like I have control and yet at the same time I sort of don't, but it still feels good because the results you get are still really organic. Like it doesn't feel like you have to be super skilled to get something that looks cool. There you go, my bare necessities bear. I'm actually really chuffed with this one. That's really cool. All right, let's put him over here to dry. Oh my God, my bare minimum bear is looking sad. I think the fact that it's hanging makes it even sadder. That was cool. We're gonna gear it up a bit. We've gone from bare minimum to bare necessities. Let's go fancy. Something classy, something baroque.
What does that mean?
Baroque is like an architectural style, golds and whites. And if I'm doing a Baroque bear, he ain't getting any money. So I'm definitely wanting to use this because that gold looks really cool. If it ain't Baroque, don't fix it. And I feel like a touch of like regal blue. Bare oak too, because like oak, purple is a very royal color. Like a bare oak. So if we do a foundation in the blue and purple, like over the whole bear, go for swirls, maybe even sort of mix them together with the hairdryer, get that cooling blending. And then we do clean pours of gold and outlines with white for that crisp sort of green little booties and gloves, little ear covers. I don't know. Let's go. So I don't want to tip it up and down too much. I'm going to try and get it to tip sideways so that we get those streaks sort of horizontally rather than vertically. Now the question is it going to sort of hold that pattern after I hang it? Well, let's find out. All right, I'm getting a lot of political stuff in my TikTok feed. It's the election coming up in America. So why not tap into that? It's all current and do a flag bearer. To you Yankees.
I'm out of here.
All right, we're getting more complicated because to do this, I actually need to do stars and stripes. We'll do the blue base of the face. That can be where the stars will go. Then we'll do the stripes, which is perfect because we've got our container here that we can do red and white in, and then we'll come back and do the stars on the blue, assuming that in that sequence, it will hold its structure. Let's hope. Starting off with our blue. Red, white. That is not stripy in the way I was hoping. There we go. It's funny, like these things are very much about rhythm. Once you get the flow happening at a certain rate and then you just move at the right pace, it starts going all right. It's hard to control. I'm trying to get a stripy feel. Maybe rather than like forcing it, I've got to like get a few down and then just let it do the work. Come over here and just give it a minute. It does look like a weird sacrificial altar, doesn't it? Okay, so now I'm gonna get my brush. I'm gonna get white. Obviously I can't do like detailed stars. Now I'm feeling guilty because I'm doing an American flag bear. This was sent to me by Jackie, a Canadian, who I guess is already dealing with the complex of it's not all about America, you know? I guess she's a bit salty about that sort of thing. That's our Jackie. There you go, freedom bear! Ha! It's good, the vibe. Let's hang that up. I'm feeling a little guilty because I think Australia deserves a little bit of patriotism. Sorry, Jackie, I'll do Canada another day. And I'm particularly proud of my country at the moment, especially with our performance at the Olympics. Everybody in the world has seen Australia be represented and no one will stop talking about it. Maybe I could enter the Olympics. We've got the magic carp. Carp, yep. Oh, and I used to do those at moment dances. I can even crack out one she can't do. Shopping cart. What do you reckon? Breakdance Brooks in the hizzy house, in the house. Hit like. We're a little bit different to America in one major way, and that is that we don't have the right to bear arms. So neither does our bear. Sorry, buddy. Fortunately, we have this lovely knife. There we go. Sorry, buddy. No bear arms for you. But we will be able to stick to a career in bear rake dancing. I've got these cavities, so I'm going to do my first custom sculpting of this video by grabbing this super lightweight clay. Ooh, it's foam clay! It's foam clay! Is it foam clay? I've never used this before. Anyway, let's dabble by packing his stump with this lightweight clay. Here you go. And we can use our knife to add a little bit of detail. Just a little bit of flesh hanging out. Now, I know it says that we need to wait for it to dry, but I am an impatient gentleman. I'm just going to pour it on top of it. It'll all dry eventually, right? I'm sure it's fine. Our flag colors are the same as the American flag, so that's not going to work. But green and gold are our typical Aussie sports colors. We're going to follow that design influence. Let's get our bear boy representing my country. I thought I'd just go for it, and it does go down smoother when you just sort of do a bold pour, but I don't want to do just vertical lines like I did before. So now we're gonna zigzag it a little bit. Cool, that actually looks really cool. There's only one thing I need to do to finish off this patriotic Australian bear, and that is the finishing touches of detail. The blood pouring from his wounds. Our Australian bear who doesn't have the right to bear arms. Oh no, I've only got one bear left. That's barely enough. That's barely enough. I want to, with this bear, take everything I've learned and do something truly memorable. Something for my legacy. Let's make a beautiful strawberry. So dumb!
Paging Dr. Lund to the nurse's station.
Oh look, a strawberry. Alright, we're getting strawberry vibes. With my beautiful strawberry coming together, there's only one thing to do to make it even sweeter, and that is, of course, to dip it in a lovely chocolate fondant. There we go. We've had a lot of chaotic fun here. Jackie wasn't lying. Chaos was in the box, or at least I unleashed it. But as a result, we have some stunning bears ready for a fashion show. Here we have the simple turned into the morbid for some reason. Our bare minimum bear, who's a little bit sad for being so minimalistic. Then onto the bare necessities, which for our little nature walking jungle bear turned out quite nicely. Moving on to our baroque bear. And you know what they say, if it ain't baroque...
You already said that!
Well, here he is. He looks pretty cool, I guess. And if you're feeling patriotic, our flag bearer, well, he's looking a little worse for wear, but he's got the colours of a biodegradable flag left in the rain and the sun. But I know we Aussies are here for the real patriotism, our bear rake dancer who doesn't have the right to bear arms. That turned dark quick. And last but not least, oh look, a strawberry. Oh look, a strawberry. I certainly let the chaos reign in this one. It was a lot of fun and very beginner friendly. The fun thing about paint pouring is I was literally going to say you figure it out as you go and had forgotten it. So, you know, there you go. That is the fun thing about paint pouring. Thank you, Jackie, for sending me this box. And anyone who wants a fun art project, I mean, obviously you can do it with a family. You can have a bear each and have a souvenir at the end of it. I'll link to it in the description. Again, not sponsored, but a really fun little kit that Jackie put together. I hope you had as much fun as I did. I need to go clean up, but otherwise, thank you so much for watching. And until next time, I'll see you later. That was pathetic. No, I won't do that one.